Hey, in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to grow potatoes in 5-gallon buckets. That's right, it's gonna be loads of fun. I've done it last year. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, when you get your potatoes, you wanna make sure that you put them in a plastic bag, and I put them in my pantry, and over time, they're going to chit just like this. They start to sprout. That's what we want. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have the drainage hose in the bottom, because if we let the water pool up and it can't get out, the potato is going to rot and you're not going to get any potatoes that way. So make sure you put the drainage hose in the bottom, and I'm going to show you something else that you can do that is going to help you keep your potatoes from rotting. Just wait. Now we're about to go ahead and put our potting mix in, but I want to show you something real quick. And this is important. Now you see where the line is right here, that's at 4 inches. Then if you go up a little further, this one right here is at 10. All right, so you want to make sure that you fill your mix at 4 inches right here. And once we get to 4 inches, then we're going to go ahead and put our seed potatoes in, and then I'm going to fill it up to 10 inches right here. And this is where all your potatoes are going to grow, from 10 inches on down in the 5-gallon bucket. Now I did put another little line up here, maybe an inch in between these two, because once the plant starts to grow, I'm going to add some more soil in that top inch right here. And so when it grows up to the top, I'm going to put some mulch in the area about at the next level. And then once I water it in, I'm gonna be able to see all the water up top, and it's gonna be like a reservoir, and it's gonna go all the way down. And then that's why we wanna make sure we got the drainage hose, so that once again, the potatoes don't sit in the water. But let's go ahead and fill this up to that first marker so we can drop the potatoes in. I can show you my little secret. All right, let's go. Now I already have some of my compost in here, and this is my potting mix that I used last year. I don't know if you saw that video where I remineralized the potting mix, but I want to make sure that I don't have to buy a whole lot of it, but I'll put that video on the end. So if you haven't checked it out, you can check it out. All right, so this right here is basically my black cow manure. And only other thing that I'm going to mix in it is my sun grow. And if you can't get sun grow, all you can do is get some peat moss, because we want to make sure that the soil is not compacted, because we want the potatoes to be able to push through the soil. So I don't want to have my soil rock hard. And this right here is nice and fluffy. And all I'm gonna do is go ahead and add some in here. Now I'm gonna mix it up, and then we're gonna go ahead and put it into our bucket. Growing in a 5-gallon bucket is the best to me, because I don't have to dig in the actual ground to see if I got all my potatoes. I risk stabbing at a potato and messing it up. All I gotta do is turn the bucket upside down, and it's so fun to do. And this is real easy to do. So if you want to get your kids involved, and so that they can learn how to grow food, growing potatoes is a nice one, and it's a lot of fun. I get a kick out of it myself. All right, see the field line? And you can get it real nice and close. My soil is right here. All right, so now what we're gonna do is take the potatoes and drop them in. So all I'm gonna do is take the potatoes, and I wanna make sure that the sprouted part is going straight up. And with my potatoes, I only put 2 in a 5-gallon bucket. All right, it worked last year, so I said, hey, I'm gonna keep on doing it. Now what I'm gonna do to my potatoes, I am going to take this bag right here, and this right here, I'm gonna sprinkle maybe maybe a tablespoon of what's in here, and it is going to help my potatoes take in nutrients, and it's going to help my potatoes also stop from rotting. All right, this right here, you know what this is? This right here is my sulfur. All right, and I learned this from one of the owners of a feed and seed store. So all I'm gonna do is sprinkle it on over top, just like that, and some of the soil too. I think that right there covered about all of it. So I just maybe just take a tablespoon next time. I probably need a mask. I had the mask on yesterday when I had to remineralize this, but now all we got to do is fill this up to the 10-inch line, which I want to make sure I don't drop this. And I'll try to put the link in the description down below if you need some sulfur, or you can go to the local big box store and pick some up. But it's definitely gonna help. No rotting potatoes to this year. And once again, I already have my mix remineralized, and so I already know we're gonna get some nice sized potatoes. I want to make sure I get to that field line. Now, what I also like to do once I get finished filling it up at the 10-inch line, I like to take some bone meal and put over top and then water it in. All right, so I don't have my bone meal, but I will get some because I'm planning on making some. I already save all my bones from over the couple months. So what I'm using is a handful of tomato tone. I'm about to water that in real good, and then I'll let it sit. And one other thing I like to do, I like to put my buckets over a couple of bricks to get it off the ground, so that I don't have to worry about any ants getting into my bucket, because that's a pain flipping it over and you got a big ant bed. I had that happen last year to one of my buckets. So it's not foolproof, but all my other buckets were fine. The ants didn't get into it. But when you put it flat on the ground, then it's going to be hard for the water to seep out as well. I like to have gravity help drain the water. So that's another tip that I found was useful. Now, when I first get ready to water this, I know the water is going to be stacked up a little bit because the soil is dry, but it will eventually go all the way down to the seed potato. And then while I got it elevated, it's going to drain out because I got those drain holes at the bottom of it. So make sure you put the drainage hose down there. Now, this is real simple, real easy, and that's how I did it last year. And I got loads of potatoes, and that's what I'm expecting this time. But we'll come back and revisit it and show you what the next steps are if you're growing with me. All right, I'll see you next time, and check out the next video right over here. All right, could be over there, but I'll see you in that video. All right, bye.